Welcome to Pod Me If You Can TV. Today's film, obscure film with somebody famous in it, is Layover. Now, this is the first David Hasselhoff film to join us here on the podcast, so we'll see how this goes. It's from 2001, and it's been described as a steamy thriller, Lloyd. David Hasselhoff is Dan. His backstory is basically that he's an unhappy, unavailable husband who thinks because he's never home, his wife must be having an affair. So he's in the Nokia phones business, which pays off later in the film. They have 0 kids, are completely unhappy, and I don't know why they're together at all. They should probably just get a divorce. 50% of Americans do. The bad guy is a jewelry dealer played by Greg Henry. They get to talking on a plane about their wives and stuff, and both realize they're unhappy. Greg Henry says if he ever caught his wife having an affair, that he would kill her and kill the guy who she slept with. Meanwhile, he has a layover in San Francisco, meets a beautiful woman, and she says, "Let's go," in a bar. She takes him to a backstage area of the bar and sleeps with him, and this is where the medium-level sex scenes really kick in, Lloyd, in this film. Now, the actress is Yvonne Scio. She's an Italian model / actress and not the other way around. She basically makes walking and talking at the same time look very difficult. I'm guessing that she's quite good in other things, She's probably got some Italian-focused stuff that, she's really good at, but this is not her strongest performance in Layover. It's funny because the people who they cast opposite David Hasselhoff make David Hasselhoff look really good. So, he's comes off much stronger, even though some of this dialogue, wow, it's as if they've never read the script before and they're speaking English for the first time. The twists keep on coming in this film. There are at least 7 or 8. What happens is the woman he sleeps with is married to the guy on the plane he met, the villain, and then he's trapped in this kind of almost love triangle where they basically, seem to be conning him and manipulating him. The box describes it as an ultimate setup and double cross, and that, is kind of spelt out from the get-go. But the twists get way more, how shall I put it, crazy. Each one you're like, what?
Are they better than M. Night Shyamalan movies?
No. This is terrible. Don't confuse these twists as good. They're not clever. The suspense in this film comes from the score, which sounds like somebody is just leaning against a piano, just palming massive amounts of keys at a time. And all the female characters are horrible in this film. In terms of character development, Dan, David Hasselhoff's character, makes insane choices that don't feel like they should be made by a rational human, like attacking and tying up a cop in a police station after he's arrested when he's claiming to be innocent, moves that make him look guilty and crazy and don't help his case at all. The script is awful. They say lines like, "Who says romance is dead?" and all these cliches, and really spell things out for the audience. It could have used another pass. It looks like a midday movie. There's 0 effort made in terms of direction. This is one of the funniest, unintentionally funny films that I've seen for Pod Me If You Can. The final twist, I don't want to tell you what it is. It's just so terrible that I had to pause and laugh. Because it relies on being able to sneak a gun into a busy airport terminal. The fact that no one who works at the terminal is around, and that when you push over policemen and then run, they don't chase you. And there's no consequences of that whatsoever. They just let you go. But if you're looking for a kind of film with 7 or 8 twists, this might be the film for you.
It sounds fun, or is it just a genuine, really bad movie and hard to get through?
Ooh. I think you might see it as fun, but more so in terms of you're just kind of waiting for the next twist to happen after a while because there's so many of them. You see some of it coming, but some of it is just too ridiculous, to be taken seriously. And it's I don't know, it's a paycheck for Hasselhoff. It's funny. It's funny stuff. I feel like more people should see it. I just don't know how they will, because I can't imagine this was heavily released anywhere. Awful one, Lloyd. Think I might leave it at that, and if people want to check it out, Layover, I'm sure that they can find it. It's it's interesting. Greg Henry, his credit is United 93. Yvonne Chayo's been in the Pink Panther apparently, but I'd never really seen either of them before. Decent performance from Greg Henry, the real villain of the piece, but it's all Hasselhoff, and all they do is hassle him, so that's the one thing you shouldn't do. You can find more from us at www.podmeifyoucan.com.
Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Check out our podcast at www.podmeifyoucan.com.